Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs. We got look headlines. Let's go. Hit the like button. It's free. Super chats. Let's go. Winner free pick YouTube premium. Knock yourselves out. I'd say hit the like button. Follow on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. You know how to do these things. Sunday night, just about halftime. Maybe it's not halftime. It was close enough. I said I'm going to start this baby up. We'll get into it. 3-3-1 day for me on the sites today. I had Cleveland under, loser. Tampa Bay, loser. Rams, loser. Rams under, winner. Green Bay under, winner. Push on Kansas City total. Baltimore got it done. Under Bears got there, so that's a win there. It's 4-5-1. What did I say? 3-3 right. Tampa, Cleveland under, Rams. That's 3. Then we had the Rams total, Green Bay, Baltimore, and the Bears under. A little losing. Well, I got a phone on Thursday nights. Thursday night bring us to a 4-5 week with tomorrow's Monday night game pending. So there is that. There's that. I'll drop my 58% clip down a bit here, going 4-5. Win or lose, always the truth. I'll let you know how we do. Video picks today in the show. We went 2-1. Baltimore, Denver under. We get to push on the KC game. So 2-1 there, and we hit our teaser with the Giants plus 11, Denver plus 10, and the Colts plus 11. So 5-2 NFL teasers. Let's get right into the action here. We'll go through all the early games, and then we'll hit the chat, say hello, and then after the late card, we're out of here. Thursday, Tampa Bay plus 7.5, 42 against the Bills. This was 8.5 just an hour ago when I double checked. Excuse me. It was down to it was an 8.5. Then it went to a 7.5. So that's what happens when the Bills lose. Looking bad again. 3 weeks in a row. You pulled that one last week. You looked bad in Jacksonville or against Jacksonville in England. Yeah, and I'm a Tampa guy. Do I want to take a Tampa at a 7.5 here? Probably I could be invested here. Probably won't be invested in this game. Maybe an under. I've been grabbing unders, and we were 20-8 in our unders coming into today. And as I mentioned, we go 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-1 with a push in the under. So again, it's not bad with our totals. So take that for what it's worth. I do like the under in that game. Not put it on the chat. I haven't bet it. But that's if I'm doing anything there, I might be leaning under. Don't want to take the Bills. Short week, but Baker, do you really want to get behind that? Bad one there. Tough loss for me of Tampa Bay. Not as bad as the Rams game, leaving points on the board, but it is what it is. Colts and the Saints. As I mentioned, had this Colts under against Cleveland, 42.5. Was not expecting a shootout with the Cleveland defense. Wow. And this one here. So moved a little bit. This was actually the Saints were favored, a 2.5-point favor when the line opened. And even at 1 o'clock this afternoon, 1:30, after the game's tipped, it was 2.5 and a 40.5. And it went up to a 42, I saw. Total was at a 42 and then a 1.5. So it's actually at a 40. Excuse me, I have 40.5 here. It should be 41.5. I apologize for that. So 41.5 here. Not sure where I'm leaning here because I did have the Saints under on Thursday night. So we get a little bit of extra rest for the defense, for the offense to maybe get going. That under was not where it was supposed to be. I do lean under here just because of the Saints. All right, they got some points last week on Thursday. In this Colts game, I got to dig a little into this Colts game. I mean, 70 points in this game? And funny, someone mentioned on, I don't know if it was on Sean Higgs or Winner Free Picks. Someone's like, "Yeah, man, your picks stink here." I said to take the Colts. I said +3 if you want to do a little money line, sure. And I look at the timestamp; it was like 7 hours ago. So obviously, I guess the Colts were down early, and he's saying I stink. I wrote it back. I'm like, you know what? They barely covered. Could have won the game outright. But again, I gotta. I'm going to rewatch this game, and usually I don't do stuff like that. But these are teams Colts I was high on coming into the season. Saints I looked at as a strictly under kind of team. I got to see what this Colts game was all about. Craziness there. Where was the defense for Cleveland? What happened? And again, here with the Colts, if you're not, and again, old school thinking, right? I'm kind of set in my old man ways, although I do jump into the no bottom line baseballs now and regulation hockey, right? No OT kind of stuff. But if you're not laying 3 at home, I really like to take dogs in that spot. Like if you're not good enough to just lay home field in the NFL, do I really want to get involved with you? I don't. We'll see what happens here. Jigs, there was no opener number on this on Wednesday. The summer number was 1 and a 42.5 and opened up at 1 and 41.5. Steelers a win out of the bye week. That's what you get out of them, but you got a little help there. I mean, I don't know how that's a first down when you're bitter. Am I going to scream for a bad beat refund like Bijan Robinson backers because my guy misses field goals or extra points or stuff like that? No, it's betting. We take losses. Tough loss though. But again, Steelers out of bye week. Tomlin's like some ridiculous 12-4 record. I get it. I guess there was no line posted based on Lawrence's knee. He looked pretty good the other night. I mean, he put up some points. I don't know. Again, nothing official. I'm going to be leaning on the under though, right? Pittsburgh offense, I don't like. Pittsburgh defense always shows up. The Jags, hands in the air. Because you just don't care, I guess. I don't know, Jaguars. You look good. You look bad. Let's move on. Look at this barn burner here. Texans 3 and a 41.5. So I do see a random 42 here in this Texans game, and it was a 342 opener back on Wednesday. I guess to double check my notes here because I usually put this up on Saturday. I go through the lines and add them. I want to take the Texans. We've had them a few times. Their rookie QB looks pretty good. I should have put the lean in here for the Texans in the chat. I didn't. I apologize for that. But that's where I'm at for this game. Eagles 6:45.5. No movement on this one. That's what it was on Wednesday. Still the same. If you want to take Philly, I would think you want to take it now, right? They're up here at halftime. Maybe a big dominant win. You're going to get the overreaction, right? Washington loses, and I said last week, right? We're gonna take the Giants here off of their Sunday night game. They look terrible. How's Washington a favorite? It's like the Raiders. Are we taking How are you taking Sam Howell as a favorite on the road? I don't care. I bet the Giants are. It's like taking the Raiders as a favorite. I don't care which quarterback. You can take them. Take the 6 now. This will be a touchdown in the morning. Take it now. Rams, Cowboys. Said this last week. Take the Cowboys at 6. Right? Rams. Now I thought they'd be an awful win. They're an awful tough loss. So are they going to rally the troops up here? Possibly. This was a 5.5 when it first opened up. I will still lay here. I think this line will probably go up. Dallas bye week. I'm in. Rested up. Ready to go on a run. Rams on the road. No thank you. Stats Patford, no thank you. You got a kicker that's costing you? No thank you. Give me the Cowboys here. Patriots, Miami. 13 and a 46.5. Now, I got the 10.5 because I see 10.5s, I see 11.5s, I see 12, I see 11, I see 13. All over the place in this game. If you want, like the way Miami's playing now, you want to grab a 13, it's going to come down. You want to take Miami, you want to lay double digits here. I'd wait. They lose here, it's going to come down to 10, 10.5, 11. I see 10.5 now. I see 11.5s. I see 12, 12.5, 13s. If you want the 13, you think the Pats are showing a little life, take it now. It's only going to come down. Only going to come down after this game. The Jets playing the Giants. This is a home game for both. Giants considered the home team here. 3 and a 36.5. I want to take the Jets here. I do. It's no thank you play. At least as of doing this show right now, I'm not really interested. Giants, nice win. Jets coming in fresh, I guess, at home here. I guess we're going to have New York and New Jersey fans pumped up for this game. I do lean Jets. Shockingly, these guys, they had a tough schedule to start. We could go back to August. We talked about it. I thought they could easily be 1-5, 0-6. Could be Jets. Jets could be dangerous here if they get Rodgers back. You never know. I think the NFL is pretty much wide open here. Falcons 1-37 versus the Titans. This line flipped a little bit because this was a Titans 1. Then I saw a Falcons favored. And then it's back to the Falcons are favored now. The Falcons are now a 1.5 point favorite now. So this is totally moved here. Now it's the Falcons minus 1.5. It's at a +1. So now they're minus. And I got to tell you, I'm not. And I had Tampa. And if you watch the game, Ritter, turnovers, problems with this team. Are you getting what you saw out of Pitts in this game? Is Bijan playing? You got Tennessee off a bye. Do you trust the Falcons as a road fave off an ugly win? 50-yard field goal to win it. I don't know. Game of the year on the Titans, maybe? That's a joke here, folks. That's a joke. But Vikings in the pack. I got the under 44 here. It's down 43.5. Vikings, small dog here, 1.5. As I said, I think I said this last week. Or I know I said it in the show when we talked about games already bet during the week. The Packers were one of them. 44 because it moved to 43. I must have not moved the back one. I'll move it just so I'm not starting, we get the people coming in looking for spelling errors. I don't make it seem like I'm throwing fake things up there. I do sometimes make mistakes, but I forgot to move that. 43, I still like the under here. Had the Packers under today. Never in doubt. Back on it again. Short week Minnesota. Packers defense, they have a defense. Minnesota offense, I'm not very high on. Under the 43. Let's go to the comments section here on a Sunday night before we get to 4 o'clock option. Say hello to everybody for popping in. Gio's in the house. Welcome. Nicholas Handy. Welcome. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Took the Chiefs first half. Winner there, Moneyline Markel. You would have thought Bills got it right today, but I don't know. Next, exactly. Do you want to lay 8 with the Bills? Waddle's killing you. He's not playing, huh? Sorry to hear that, Mike. Hurting the fantasy. Rob Jacobs, Carson City, Nevada repping. There's a little Nevada. Little Nevada in the house. T-Mike says, Colts Brown games, you can't go off that. Half the teams got hurt and was full of crazy calls of backups. Yeah, it's one of those games. Which I don't even know what to say about that game. I mean, but Raquel, Eagles first half, whenever the line comes out for the Washington game. I like it. I mean, you don't want too much of a crazy blowout here, though, right? So if you want the Eagles, you take the Eagles now at 6 because it's only going to get worse, meaning the line's going to go up here, right? It's what 17-10. This, obviously I'm pulling for the under here, under 51. I do have the Eagles. Talked about it in the show. I said I like the Eagles. Did a couple free pick videos to take the Eagles. I was with on the pub today. I said grab Eagles Eagles on the money line here. So I'm looking to go 3-1-1 in the pub show. First time over there. And of course, this makes it look good when I put a free pick out on the Eagles too. So I definitely want Cowboys first half. Yes, money line Markel over the Rams. T-Mike says I may take Rams. Money line, Sean, that's it. It's all right. You're going to take a money line, dog. I'm not going to. If even I'm on the other side, T-Money, I'm not going to say anything about that. Money line Markel's hitting you with a sheesh after you say you want the Rams first half. I'm going to take team total over Dolphins in the first half against the Patriots. Detroit Lenny coming in. Horrible day for me personally. I hit the like button. Thanks for hitting the like button, Lenny. I knew it was going to be a bad day for you. I'm sorry for that. The bad spot for the Lions. Off a road win. Step up in class. You get run out of the building by Baltimore, Baltimore wins. It's just, hi, AFC North champs. Write it down. T-Money says, like my Giants in that trash fest against the Jets. See, I don't think the Jets are a trash fest. Waddle is hurt. That's why it's killing him. That's why he's getting killed there, huh? Mike Downey's getting hurt. T-Money. Waddle's hurting him. T-Money says, Detroit Lions going to move to Kansas after that massacre today. Tough one for the Lions backers, but not really if you put your heart aside and look at everybody betting the Lions. That's what I said with Jimmy Day. I'm like, everybody's still betting the Lions, and the line is going up from 2 to 2.5 to 3. And yet here comes people just dumping wheelbarrows of cash on the Lions. Don't understand it. Thank you, Baltimore. Nice win for me, personal note. All right, let's get back to the 4 o'clock action here. Browns 2.5, Seattle 40.5. This was a 1.5, 41 on the opener. Not sure why the total moved. I guess because we have injury concerns here. Is this Cleveland? I don't know if I want the under here. I want to take Seattle on the over. If we're going to have a banged up Cleveland defense, I don't. Again, here, I mentioned it in the other game. Home team's not laying 3. I don't really like to run out and take them. Seattle kind of struggles here. I don't mind that kind of struggling. Come back off the road. You got a bad team. Eking past it. I kind of, not that I want to give them a pass. They got the cover. Sure. Let's get a home win here. You're Seattle here. After this game, you're headed now to Cleveland. Or excuse me, you're headed out to Baltimore. Right? They got Baltimore next week? Yes. In Baltimore. So definitely not an easy one there. And then they're home against the Commanders. All right, so they don't even have any conference games up there. So, yeah, take care of business here, Seattle. I'm leaning Seattle. Again, I didn't put the leans in the chat. I apologize for that. Chiefs 8.5, 45, Denver. So here we go again. You have a Kansas City team. I had the under today. Miracle that I got the push. If I would have bet it early last week, do I have the week 7 banner still up here? Look at this. 51 on the opener. If I would have bet it last Sunday, I would have had that 51 and I would have had a winner in my pocket instead of a push. That is why we do this show. I did not do it myself. It ended up costing me. Push to wins to losses. They add up. Again, back to this. We had the under, what was that, 19-7, 18, whatever, 17-7. I'll be back on the under here in Denver. Why wouldn't I? Chiefs, hello. You got Miami on deck next week or the week after. Little bigger game. Maybe some home field ramifications involved. I'm going to think that it'll be a game where, again, do I want to lay? I'm calling it double digits because 8.5. Chances are you're going to win by 10 more than 9, right? I'm 20-10, 30-20. Those, along those numbers. Uh, I'm sure this will be a let's tease it down money line, putting us in the parlay money line, right? What could go wrong? Bills can't lose again. How could a big team lose as a favorite? I might want to take Denver again there. Speaking of the Bengals here, 5.5, 45.5 at San Fran. I'm already in on the under here. Why wouldn't I be? San Fran defense, always a solid bet. Banged up offensively, sure. Bengals, I'm not sold on one game from you guys having offense against Arizona, no less. Yeah. I don't think Burrow's 100%. I don't think San Fran's offense is 100%. Under 46, already played it. You should too. Ravens 8-44. Here we go. So this was a 7.5 and a 43.5, ticked up based on them putting up some points at home. Arizona being Arizona. Same as Kansas City. I don't want to lay this kind of number on the road. I don't. Could it be an easy winner? Very well could be. No doubters, right? I mean, Kansas City, Ravens, two teams leading their respective divisions. Good teams. Arizona pulling up the rear. Denver way in the rear. Do I want to lay these kind of numbers? I don't want to lay these kind of numbers. And I can't come in here and go to say, hey, let's lay 8.5 road faves in the NFL. No, thank you. Sunday night barn burner here. Are you kidding me with this crap? We can't get anything better. You could, even if I don't want to say Jets Giants would be better, but I mean anything would be better here. Bears plus 9.45 against the Chargers. I said I like the Bears today. I'm going to lean Bears here plus 9. I said it. Go ahead. Call me crazy. I've been called worse. I told you today was my anniversary. You know I've been called worse, probably by my wife at times. So, yeah. We'll take the Bears plus 9. I'm going to make it an official show pick here. Bears plus the 9. That's a official pick here in the show. Bears plus the 9 spot here. Monday night action. Raiders 7.5 versus Detroit Lions 44.5. This line was a 4 on an opener. You could have grabbed it. And I want to say, and I hate throwing out books out there, but I think it was FanDuel or DK because me and Lenny's been following my lead. I've been telling him look into seeing these books. They post early lines. Sometimes they're way off. He's got the Lions -4 here. Reopens up 7.5. So he bet that game 2 weeks ago. Wednesday line comes out at 7. Oh, excuse me, 7.5 at a 44.5. Hasn't moved much. You know me, a 7.5 opener. I'm going to take the home team here, right? 7.5, 3.5s. I don't shy away from take the Lions here. Raiders. Not a good team. They show you what they are. They're not a good team. This is why, and not that's a baseball analogy, but like to win, you need that third pitcher in the playoffs to kind of get hot, carry you the spot, right? In the NFL, a bad team goes from, they're not too bad, or they're okay. This is a bad team. When they make bad plays and stupid plays and make mistakes, that's the Raiders. That's the Raider way. Just win, baby. No, just shoot ourselves in the foot and be bad. That is the new Raider way. Take the Lions off a bad loss, a brutal loss there. Lions in a rout. No doubt rout on a Monday night. Detroit. Lenny will be happy with me. Back to the chat. Where are we in the chat? All right, here we go. Waddle's hurt. We did that one. Teammate says Detroit Lions moving. Here comes Detroit Lions. Bad spot for Lions, but I don't believe the Ravens are a step up in class. From Tampa, so you think the Ravens are as good as Tampa Bay? That's what you're telling me. Ravens are as good as Tampa. I bring the pen out, Lenny, but I figured you're probably you're a couple into the bottle after watching your team get beat up today. It was like Rocky getting beat up by Clumber Lang early in Rocky 3. So I'll give you a pass on that. I'll give you a pass on. Ravens are not. The Ravens are better than Tampa Bay, Lenny. Gio, Eagles second half money line plus 124 right now in FanDuel. Yeah. Yes, stake the Eagles second half. Detroit Lions says, I hate that everyone loves the Lions. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a solid run last year and your media darlings. T-Money, Lions and Chargers are two most overrated teams. I said that on another show before the game started. They both lost. Vikings, Lions, Chargers, Browns, Dolphins, Bills. No thank you. Oh, in Dallas. Well, how about who's not a overrated team? You know, for me, the Lions and the Jaguars are the two most hyped teams this year, right? That's who everybody kind of loved. Oh, we got to take flyers on the Lions and Jags, Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. Chargers are not an overrated team. I think the Chargers, they get looked at as like they're a good team. People want to believe in them because they have a lot of talent, a lot of big names. The coach is terrible. He's still terrible. They make bad decisions. Charger football. The Vikings are definitely not overrated. They're, I think the Vikings are what they are. The Lions, sure, Chargers. Browns. How are the Browns overrated? I thought they were underrated coming into the season. And they lose Chubb, and that hurts them. So I still put them in the underrated category. Dolphins overrated. It could be. On the hype on the Tua Tyreek Waddle show is big, and yet they're going to lose another game on the road to a good team. It's one, you beat up bad teams, right? Hey, we put 70 up on Denver. Whoop-de-doo. Maybe they come back win here. Who knows? But again, you beat the Chargers in a wild one on the road. New England 24-17. Again, you're on the road. You're 2-0 coming home. Take 2-0 on the road. Winning on the road's tough. 28-point loser to Buffalo. You beat the Giants in a whole home kind of game. Carolina, that game was a game for a little bit. You turned it on late. Now here you are in a fight against Philly. You're laying a chunk next week. I said this last week against New England. I said, you almost want to take New England here because they look so pathetic against the Raiders, right? You just take them +9. I might actually, if I could get a 13, I might take the New England at 13 next week. Dallas is always. Well, the Bills, you know how I feel about the Bills. I think the Bills are best days are behind them. Sean, Seattle look good and they're playing a little D as well. Better than last season. Yeah, they're an ugly game like this is what you have to win. You had some problems last week in the red zone, couldn't score against Cincy. Take an ugly win. You get a bad loss sometimes, you got to file. Winning ugly is okay every once in a while. That's a little bit of the luck that kind of bounces out other games. I want Chiefs team total whenever it comes out next week, says Moneyline Markel. Detroit Lenny says Lions still win the North. Well, they should. Man, if you choke the North away, Lenny, yikes. Moneyline Markel, I want the Ravens team total over as well. So Ravens team total over Cardinals, sure. Chiefs team total over Denver. I get it, but what's that going to be? Is that going to be in the mid-20s? T-Money, stop it right now. You can't wait to watch the Bears-Chargers game. No way. I don't. Wow, I don't watch it. I don't even have the TV. The TV's not even on right now. Believe it or not, I was watching Forrest Gump with the wife. She's like, come sit out here. Watch some Forrest Gump. Bubblegum shrimp stinks, by the way, in Galveston. T-Money, Bears mess around and win that game. Yes. I'm taking the Bears. QB's a bad man for the Bears, says Mike Lehman. Greg Dreyer. We'll talk about the guys. This guy. Doing a show for 3 years. I got one guy. One guy comes in and talks politics. 3 years, nobody talks about anything in here. Nobody talks about COVID shots, masks. Dreyer shows up, and we're in geopolitical theater. T-Money, would you say that Hill's the best wideout in football? The guy's even 6 feet tall, but he's a one-man red crew. Speed kills, baby. You get in the ball. What's there to say? You could say, oh, Mahomes. It was all Mahomes. I don't know, man. He looks pretty good with Tua. And not that Mahomes still gets the job done. Not as sexy without having Tariq Hill. He's awesome. I mean, who would you say the best wideout in football is? CeeDee Lamb? T-Money? You like CeeDee Lamb? Detroit Lenny. I'll be at a Monday Night Football game in Detroit against the Raiders. All right, Detroit Lenny going out partying. Michael says I got crushed today. Yeah, oh my goodness. Budero Ghazi. Welcome. You ever seen Big Wednesday? Is that a movie, Big Wednesday? What is that about? Or are we talking? It is a movie. A 1978 American coming of age comedy. Who's in this one? Jan Michael Vincent. Oh, there we go. He was in. What was he in? What was that? Airwolf. He was the helicopter guy. Gary Busey. I love me some Gary Busey. Lee Purcell, actress. All right, look at this. Robert Englund's in it. There we go. Freddie. Interesting. The film tells the story of three young friends whose passion in life is surfing. All right. Big Wednesday. Never saw Big Wednesday. 1978. I'm sure it got a little lost when the Star Wars and Jaws came out. It wasn't at the top of everybody's movie list back in the day. But Gio, a week or two ago, I posted the live second half line. Cowboys 1.5 plus 105. Around that, Dallas had been raking that game. You were shocked to a sell number. Hopped on it and cashed. Yeah. Yes, I was. Ryan W., what's up? Rough day in the NFL. Sorry to hear that, Ryan. Greg's wants Michelle Obama for president. There we go. JP, Lions looking like pussycats today. That's right. That's why we roll them next week on Monday night. Take the Lions 7.5. No doubt route, JP. Stop Gio. 11/22/63 with James Franco. The time travel back and they stopped the JFK assassination. James Franco. Did not see that. Did not see. Although I do like the JFK movie with Kevin Costner. I'm going to say it right now. I like Waterworld. I don't care what you think about me. The Postman. Wasn't that bad. Bull Durham. Sign me up. The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. Super. Saw it in the movies. Saw it in the theater back in the day. Draft Day. I think it's fabulous. It's a great movie. Oh, man. Dances with Wolves. Did not see Dances with Wolves. No Way Out. Kevin Costner movie. Buddha, we could do movies. I like doing movies. Usually on Friday nights when I go in picks with Dave, somehow somebody's in the chat always brings up some 80s flick and it turns into like me talking 80s movies with the guys. As I got my Travis Bickle shirt on. Anybody know Travis Bickle? See if anybody can figure this movie out. Travis Bickle Cab Company. Washing the scum off the streets since 1976. Anybody? Anybody know Travis Bickle? Buddha likes my movie. Anyway. So everybody's assignment right now before I sign off. Henry Krinkle. Anybody? Henry Krinkle. We'll see how many people. How many eyes leave out of here? So, I got a couple of years. A couple on picks and parlays. A couple on winning free picks. Lamar Jackson, now 60-1 all-time straight up for CNFC. The guy wins. Thank you. I was hoping somebody got taxi driver. Lamar just wins. Late addition to my ticket on Saturday. I'm like, you know what? This guy just wins games when he plays. Bad spot for Detroit. Back-to-back road games. Tough win in the NFL. Back-to-back road games. Baltimore had just come home. They were in England. 3 in a row on the road. 4 of the last 5 on the road. Make a statement at home. And that's the thing with this team here with the Ravens. So as we look to next week, so the Ravens, again, on the road. This is like their 5th road game or something like this. This is crazy. I mean, look at how these guys played. At Cincy, Cleveland, Pitt, Tennessee, Arizona next week. That'll be 5 road games in 8 days. Backloaded at home. Something to look at. That's the kind of stuff you look at if you want to grab some kind of future stuff. Don't tell me they're blowing this game. Are they blowing this game? They were up 3-1. What is happening here? They were up 3-1. What is happening here, Texas? Come on, Rangers. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap this up tonight. Tomorrow, a little midday money as always. Tune in. Barfly with Rourke. Mickey Rourke, Faye Dunaway. Tried, you'll like it. Barfly. Why did I think I heard of that money? I think I heard of that money. That movie. I like Mickey Rourke. Desperate Hours with him. And Anthony Hopkins is in that. Desperate Hours. All right. That's it. Good luck on your picks tonight, whoever you got, unless you're against me, as Lenny would say. I'm hoping for the Eagles to put us out straight up. Back on Monday.